There's your blessing and my blessing. Who has the better blessing? Hey guys, happy Friday. Welcome back to Fearless Fridays. Today is Friday, October 8th. This is episode 106 of Fearless Fridays. As always, I welcome you to the show. Whether it's your first time watching or you're a return watcher, welcome, welcome, welcome back. For all of those who wished me a happy birthday, whether on Instagram or Facebook or private message or text message or Marco Polo or, message in a bottle, whatever. Thank you so much. I had a wonderful, wonderful birthday, and it's October, and I believe in celebrating all month long. So I am still receiving the birthday blessings and the birthday love. So this is what I want to talk to you about this week. Something that I noticed that I have done, I'm just putting myself out there, just call myself on out, and that is comparing blessings. Your blessing, my blessing. Who has the better blessing? Comparing blessings. And this is something that I've noticed that, I've done, like I said, and I'm sure other people out there have done it. I think nowadays it's very easy to compare our lives to the lives of other people, or what we think are the lives of other people, because of social media and because of just oversharing and all kinds of things. We see a person having a certain life experience and we compare what we see, which, by the way, may not be the full story. Generally, it's not the full story, but we compare what we see to the fullness of our experience, and we start measuring who's having the better life experience, especially if someone is being blessed and experiencing blessing in their lives. And you look at what they're sharing of their blessing, and you look at what is your blessing, or what you may have considered a blessing, and you stop considering your blessing a blessing because in your mind it doesn't compare or doesn't measure up, or it's not as great or wonderful, as shiny as the other person's blessing. And so I wanted to talk to you all this week about that. Who's got the better blessing? Your blessing, my blessing. Who's got the better blessing? And I wonder if anyone else has experienced that. I'm sure there are others out there who will be honest and say that they have, at some point in their life, or maybe now, maybe yesterday, maybe 5 minutes ago, compared their blessing to someone else's blessing. And the problem with that is, one, I've already mentioned that we don't really know the fullness of the story. We don't know the fullness of the other person's blessing. We don't even know if it's real, to be honest with you. With, social media, you can post anything. You can post in front of cars. You can flash money. You can share whatever you want to share. That doesn't necessarily mean that it is real. And it doesn't mean that what we're seeing is the fullness of the story. But also, when it comes to comparing blessings, when you're comparing, you are imagining that you know how you would handle that blessing. You are imagining that if that same thing came to you, it would actually be a blessing. And there's a newsflash for you, because you might look at someone else's life, look at the blessing that they're experiencing, look at the life experience that they're having and saying, wow, their life is so great, or they're having such amazing blessings. And maybe that thing, that circumstance is a blessing for them. But that same thing, that same circumstance might not necessarily be a blessing for you. That thing, that experience, that circumstance could be something that makes their life better. It could be something that they needed, something that they wanted, something that takes them to a new level. But just because it does all of those things for them doesn't mean that same thing would do all of those things for you. And so I want to caution us, myself included, because like I said, I'm putting myself out there. I have done this myself. I'm cautioning all of us to just enjoy our blessings. Thank God for them, receive them, enjoy them. Recognize that they are blessings, and don't compare them to someone else's blessing. Because the thing that's a blessing for you may not necessarily be a blessing to someone else. And the thing that is a blessing to someone else may not necessarily be a blessing for you. Also, you don't know what it took for that person to receive that blessing. You don't know what they sacrificed. You don't know what they may have given up. You don't know how hard they may have worked. You don't know how long they may have worked. And maybe you haven't worked as long. Maybe you haven't worked as hard. Maybe you haven't given up the same things. Maybe you haven't been willing to make the same sacrifices. And so because you're not willing to make those sacrifices, or because those sacrifices would indeed be deep, deep sacrifices for you, you don't experience the same, you don't have the same experience. But that doesn't mean that the experience that you do have is not a blessing for you and to you. And again, another way to look at it is, if that person has given up things or made sacrifices, um, or worked hard or worked long, it may look like a blessing, but because they've had to give up so much, the blessing may not be worth the sacrifice. Maybe in their mind, they're like, yeah, this is great, but was this worth everything that I had to do to get here? Was this worth all the things that I had to give up? Was this worth all the sacrifices that I had to make? Was this worth the time and the energy and the effort and the money? Was it worth it? And the answer could very well be no, it's not worth it. So your blessing, my blessing, who has the better blessing? Your blessing is yours. My blessing is mine. Let's learn to enjoy the things that we consider blessings for ourselves, and not compare our blessings to other people's snapshots, other people's lives, other people's blessings, because you never know what the real deal full situation is. You just never know. And even if you don't, even if you do know the real deal situation, you can still be happy for that person and not covet their blessing, and decide to enjoy your blessing. You can enjoy your little chocolate cupcake while somebody else is enjoying a huge chocolate birthday cake. You can enjoy your little piece of sweet while someone else is enjoying a bigger sweet. You can enjoy your little career promotion while someone else is enjoying a bigger promotion. You can enjoy your blessing and allow someone else to enjoy their blessing, and applaud them, and not compare or diminish your blessing because of what you see someone else has, because you see what they have and you think, oh, that must be better because it's bigger and it's flashier and it's shinier, and it doesn't necessarily mean it's better. And it doesn't necessarily mean that it would be good for you, because it might be good for them, but that doesn't mean it's good for you. So don't compare your blessings, just enjoy them. Lesson for myself too, Tryphena. Don't compare your blessings, just enjoy them. That's all I have for y'all this week. That's all I wanted to share. Remember, Solomon's Mood, my short film, my short love story that I am fundraising for. I am still in the process of fundraising for all of those who have given. Thank you so much. I appreciate your generosity. If you want to know more about Solomon's Mood, you can go to my website, tryphenaway.com. You can go to GoFundMe and just type in Solomon's Mood. Actually, you can just Google Solomon's Mood and it'll come up. Or you can go to YouTube and put in Solomon's Mood. It will come up. Look on my Instagram, look on my Facebook. I am still fundraising for Solomon's Mood, and I would love to gain your support. And if you want to know more about it, you can find out about it at all those places, or you can just shoot me a message directly and we can chat. We can chat. I am looking for corporate donors, those people who can give the larger funds, you know, 1,000, 2,000, 5,000, 10,000 or more. Still looking for those people. So if you are interested in funding independent films, funding Black stories, funding love stories, let's hook up. Let's talk. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. And it would be a blessing to me to have your support. So, as always, remember, the euphoria of fearlessness trumps the comfort of staying safe. Do not compare blessings. Your blessing, my blessing. We both have a great blessing. We both have the better blessing. Happy Friday. I'll talk to y'all next week. Bye.